Y'all see the Sharpie, guys? Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's good. That's good. All right. Success. Okay, we start. Let me start in 1 minute then. I'm going to do. Okay, I'll start in a sec. Start in 1 minute. All right, number, you know what, for this one, let's do this first. Get your calculators out and graph this one here, y equals x squared. Okay, let me do it on my machine here. All right, so on your calculator, Windows, you all have negative 10, 10, and 12, 12, yes or no? Y'all see that, my computer?
Yes.
All right, y'all have those numbers?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hit y equals now. All right, so when it says y equals, you're gonna put x squared. You're gonna put x and squared, x squared right there. Did y'all get y equals x squared?
Yes.
All right, then hit enter, then hit graph. Did y'all
Ooh,
get it?
I pressed clear on accident.
Okay, do it again. It'll come up. All right, put in the y equals x squared, and then just hit enter and then hit graph.
Got it.
Got it? Okay, did y'all get a graph like that? Are you upside down? I mean up?
Yes, sir.
All right, so now do number 11. Do a bunch of these and then we'll do the ones in there. All right, number 11 again. So now if I have y equals x squared minus 4, okay, put that in the machine. So put y, clear. Now put this x squared minus big minus sign 4, x squared minus 4, and then hit graph. Okay. You get a graph that goes like this, yes or no? Somewhere.
Yes, looks like the same thing.
It's under, right? It got pushed down. Yeah, it just went down -4. Okay. Now this one, number 11 also, I'm gonna say y equals x squared, oh no, plus 6. Okay, that one, put in the machine. So y clear x squared plus 6. Okay, graph.
Yeah, it goes way up there.
Yeah, just wait. You just push it way up here. So, all right. So this one went up +6. Okay, is that right?
Yes, sir.
This one goes down here, and then this one goes up here. Okay, so now, so if you put the number outside of it, if it's the original function, -4 brings it down, +6 brings it up. So if I do another one like this, number 11. So say y equals x squared minus 9 is going to push it down also, right? It's going to go down, -9. So just put it in the calculator. So y clear x squared minus 9, and hit graph. It's going to push it down there somewhere, like way down there.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. Does that make sense? All right.
Yes.
So this is with the numbers outside the original problem, and it's outside negative, outside positive, outside negative. It goes up or down like this. Okay, now I'm gonna do something different in the next page. Okay, on the next page, 2. I'm gonna put something inside the original function. So let's go with number 2. All right. So this one, and I do the same problem again, number 11. I'm gonna go y equals x squared. That's the old one. So do that one again, and I'll show you what happens, right? So y equals x squared, clear. You can put x squared, enter, and hit graph. It's the same one we did the first time. Just like this. Okay, now I'm gonna change it to this. Y equals x plus 4 squared. Okay, y'all see what I did right there? X parentheses x plus 4 squared. So it's going to change the graph. Which way? We will find out.
It's gonna go to the right.
I don't know. Put it in the machine. Let's find out. x plus 4 squared. Okay, x plus 4 squared. So here's the original graph. That's what it does. Y'all got it in there? Hit enter, hit graph, see what it does. It actually does the opposite of this. Yeah, you see what that says? What does it do? The opposite. It goes -4 left. So actually it goes 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. Graph goes over here somewhere. Y'all see that? Yes or no?
Yes.
And now I'm gonna do another one. Same thing, number 11, but I'm gonna change it. You say, what if you have x minus 5 squared? Okay, and remember it does the opposite of what you think. So it's gonna go the opposite of -5 is gonna go +5 to the right. Because it's the opposite of what you're thinking. So if I do this graph like this, put it in the machine. Y clear, parentheses, x plus 5, no, x minus 5 squared. Okay, x minus 5 squared. Okay, so I'm gonna hit graph. Ready? Graph. It went the other way. It went to the right side 5 spaces. We're over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it goes over here somewhere. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So number 11, another one was that's y equals x plus 2 squared. It's gonna do the opposite. It's gonna do the opposite is gonna go -2 left. Okay. If I draw the picture right there, put it in the machine, do it. So y clear, parentheses, x plus 2 squared. Hit graph. It's gonna go 2 spaces this way. 1, 2. This hits there, and it goes back up. Y'all get that right there?
Yes.
So inside, when you put it inside like this, what it does the opposite of this, the opposite of this. So it does the opposite. What's in there? Now, I'm gonna do one that. Let me do it next one. Let's go page 3. Page 3. All right. So now, let's do this one. 11 again. So y equals -1x squared. Okay. All right, this one. So let me do it right on my machine. Y clear -1x squared. There it is. Ready? Hit graph. Okay, so what I got. I got a graph that goes upside down, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So the negative in front of it just pushes it upside down. Does that make sense? So now, number 11 again, if I say -1x squared plus the 4, it's still going to be upside down, but it's going to get pushed up a little bit. It's going to go up, +4. So y clear -1x squared plus 4. Hit graph. So it's still upside down, but it's up here somewhere. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Up 4 spaces. And if I do this one, so I say y equals -1x squared minus, I don't know, some number 4, I guess. Let's just do that. Put that one in there. So y -1x squared minus 4. Still gonna be upside down, but it's gonna be down here somewhere. Y'all get something like that?
Yes.
All right, now I'm gonna go back to the one we did earlier. Y equals x squared, the original problem. Okay, let's do that one right there first. Y equals x squared. Clear it. X squared is, enter it, hit graph. It's just the regular one. Okay, just the one that goes like this. Like that. Okay, does that make sense? Now I'm gonna do two things to this thing. First, I'm gonna do this to it. I'm gonna go x plus 4 squared. Okay, so we're gonna do this graph first. So y, clear, parentheses, x plus 4 squared. Hit graph. It's gonna go left 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be over here somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna go left. -4. Okay, so now that's what it does there, right? Now I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna add one more thing to it. X plus 4 squared. Okay. And I'll do something to it. Then I'm gonna put this -9. All right, so now it's still gonna go shift, it's still gonna go left. I know it's gonna go left. -4 because of this. And then it's gonna go down -9. Okay, so it's gonna, two things are gonna happen. So let me put it on my machine. Okay, ready? Right here. So I'm gonna put parentheses x plus 4 squared, okay, -9, enter. So I have x plus 4 squared -9. Hit graph. It's gonna be a graph on the left side somewhere. It's gonna go over here like this, something like that. Y'all get a graph like that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So you push the graph this way and then down here somewhere. All right. All right, so far. So far, you're
Yes.
okay. All right. So now I'm gonna do more like graphs. And then all right. The other graph that you did is this one here. So number 4. Remember that one also. Absolute value of x, and I'll show you how to do it in the calculator. Ready? All right, clear. Absolute value, you do this. You go y equals math number abs. Ready? Math number abs. Math numbers up here in the top. Abs is right there. ABS. So now you might have it like this one, or you might end up with this one. Either this one or that one. One of those two. One of those two is gonna be your 83, 84, whatever y'all have. Put an X in there, get out. So now I'm gonna hit graph. Ready? Graph. Did you get a V-shaped looking thing? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Straight like that, straight like that. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now I'm gonna do different things to it. The next one is going to be absolute value of x plus the 4. Okay, so you know what's going to do? It's going to do the opposite. It's going to get -4 to the left. So it's going to go -4 to the left. Well, I don't know. Let's find out. Let's put it in there. Clear. You're going to go math number abs. Inside here, you're going to put x plus 4. Get out. So now it's ready. Now hit graph. So just got shifted to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes like this. All right.
I
Yeah,
put the
okay.
wrong one.
So I do it again. So I'll wait. Go ahead and do it again.
Okay, I got it. I had put the X, absolute value of X, and then I put +4 outside of the X. Outside
Oh
of
yeah, it has to be on side. Yeah. Okay. I'll do another one. Same thing. 11 again. I'm gonna do y equals absolute value of x minus 6. Okay. So now it's gonna do the opposite. The opposite of -6. It's gonna go +6, and it's gonna go to the right. When I put this in the machine, it should push it over to the right. So let me do it on mine. So clear. You're gonna go math, number, abs, x minus 6. Get out. Okay, hit graph. So it's gonna go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right there. So it's gonna go right here. Is that all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, skills are coming, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's number 11. So y equals -1 absolute value of x. Okay. So when you put this in the machine, you're gonna go like the -1, math, number, abs. Y is gonna be -1, ABS, maybe this one, or maybe this one. I don't know which one. One of those will be on your machine.
The Y goes down this time.
Yeah, it's because the negative is gonna flip it upside down, right? So -1, math, number, apps. So you're gonna put in X in there. So when I hit graph, it's gonna be upside down or like this,
Yes.
like that, right? Okay, but okay with that, with this one and this one. Okay, so now let me do a couple more things on this one and teach you know a little bit. All right. Now let's go back to this one. 11. So y equals that's the value of x. Let me do that one again. And then I gotta do stuff to it. Math, number, like this. So y clear, math, number, abs, put the x in there, the graph. All right, so it should look like that V shape again, like the one we just did. Okay, look at that graph like that.
Yes, sir.
All right, so now I'm gonna do two things to it. So number 11, I'm gonna do two things. Let's do it over here. I'm gonna do absolute value of x plus the 4. Okay, and then I'm gonna put minus a 4 over here. Okay, so I'm gonna do plus a 4 and minus a 4. Okay, so let's go back. So hit clear. So math, number, abs, x plus 4, get out of there, minus a 4, big minus sign 4. So I'm gonna hit graph. So it looks like I got this. It says it goes this way and then it goes back up. Did y'all get something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, because what it does, it goes left, -4 because of this opposite right here. And then it goes down, -4. Okay, let me do one more like this one here. All right, what if I do it this way? I go absolute value of x. Let's go -3. And then you just put a -4 over here also. -4. Yeah, put two minus signs there, big minus signs. So y, clear, put math, number, abs, I'm gonna put x minus 3, get out, minus 4. Okay, so x minus 3 minus 4, two big minus signs. Now hit graph, see what it does. And the picture I get looks like this, goes this way and this way. You'll get a picture like that?
Yes, sir.
He goes positive 3 to the right. This right here, and then it goes down negative 4. Okay. Is that all right like that? Yes.
Yes, looks good.
Good. You following it? Okay. You know. Number 5. Okay, then we go to page number 6, and then a little bit. These are the ones in your test, I guess. All right. So now let's do this one first. So y equals -1 as to the value of x. We're gonna do that one first. Let me write the long way. Y equals -1. Math. Number. Abs. So it's gonna be -1. Yes of x. Okay. So put it in the machine. Clear. -1. Math. Number. Abs. X in there. Get out of there. It's ready to go. You'll get that graph like this.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say y equals -1 as the value of x plus a 4. So inside the parentheses, I'm gonna put the plus 4. So let me do it in the calculator. Y clear. -1 math number. Abs, you're gonna put in x plus 4. Get out of there. So you have -1 as the value of x plus 4. You hit graph. Still upside down, but it got shifted over to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going right here. Yes or no?
Yes.
Like that. Okay, now I'm gonna do one more thing to it. Let's see, y equals -1 as the value x plus 4, and then I'm gonna add some number 6. All right, so we're gonna do this one. So y clear -1 math number x plus 4. Get out of there. Plus 6. Okay. So it's ready to go. I say yes. Hit graph. So it's first it's upside down. Do that. Then it's gonna go opposite. It's gonna go -4 left. And then it's gonna go up plus 6. All right, so it looks like it goes like this. It goes upside down, and then it goes something like that. Y'all get like that?
Yes.
So it's upside down, yeah, and it gets shifted to the left, 4 spaces this way, and then it goes up. Yeah, it goes up 6 this way. All right, is that okay so far? Okay, I'm gonna say yes, you have the skill so far.
Yes, sir.
All right, so now I'm gonna go to my math app stuff, and hopefully you'll follow it. Okay. All right, let me go to that. All right. Now, what they're gonna do, they're not gonna give you a graph that looks like the ones we just did, the x squares as we read. They're gonna give you some crooked looking thing. I'll just show you what that means. Number 11. They're gonna, I don't know, they'll give you a graph that looks like this. That's it. It looks like that. All right, so there's a graph. And then they're gonna say this: if this is a graph, if this is the original graph, This is f of x right here. The new graph, let's say big f of x or something, is going to be f of x plus a number like say plus 4. That means that the original graph is just going to get pushed up 4 spaces. So it's still going to look like this, but it's going to be up here somewhere. It's going to go, this thing right here is going to go up here somewhere. It's going to go, what's it going to do? It's going to push the graph up 4 spaces. Does that make sense? And I'll show you one right now.
I thought plus would be
On the outside. On the outside. Remember?
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
let me do this one here. Okay, this is the original graph, right? So if I draw this picture right now, you should get this. Do it right now on your calculator. Do your calculator. Y equals x squared. So x squared, enter it, hit graph. Just a graph like this, right? Like this.
Right. Yes.
Now, if I do what I just said, if I say y equals x squared plus 4 on the outside like this is what it does to it. So y clear x squared plus 4, hit enter, hit graph. Did it push it up? Yes or no?
Yes.
4 spaces, right?
Okay. So it's only when it's in the parentheses that it's the opposite.
Now, let me go back. Let me go to this problem here. This is number 7, I guess. All right. So now, let me show you how the way they have it in my math class. All right. The first one I get, put my math right here. Can you see that a little bit, right? Okay. So now, okay, this is the original graph. This one here. This is the original graph of the whole thing. Let's say here's the graph, the original one. What happens when you put f of x and you add 3 to the outside? Well, the outside is going to shift the graph up. So whatever this graph is right here is going to go up. How many spaces? 3. So if I look at all these pictures right here, the only one that got pushed up like that is this one right here. It's the same graph. See the same graph right here? This one and this one are the same. Let me get closer. Okay. This graph is the same as this graph, except it just got pushed up 3 spaces. So what is this going to do this graph? You put it on the outside, it's going to go upstairs. Does that make sense?
Oh, yes. I see what you're saying.
And so all these graphs are fine, but what does it do when you put it on the outside? It just goes, pushes it up. Now, when it's inside of it, okay, let me go to the next one. So that one just goes up. This one, x plus 4 is inside of it, right? This is going to do the opposite. And the opposite is going to go left, -4. So this graph right here, the original one, it's going to be pushed where? To the left, 4 spaces. So this graph right here, if I look at all these pictures right here, the one that got pushed to the left was letter C, for mine anyway. It said this graph right here got pushed over where? Got pushed over to the left.
Up to the left.
Yeah, this one's inside. If it's inside parentheses, it's the opposite. If it's plus 4, go -4. If it's -4, do +4. See what I'm saying? Outside goes up or down. Inside goes the opposite. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So this one goes up. This one goes opposite, which is left. Now this one. What happens when you put a negative in front of the original problem? Okay. So let me go back to this one so I can show you. Okay. And then show you one that we did. Okay. So here's one we did right now. I said y equals x squared, right? And if you draw that on your calculator, does it look like this? Do it on the machine right now. Just to make sure that you remember it, okay? X squared.
Where enter.
Here, you put x squared, hit graph. Ready? Do you get a picture like this?
Yes, sir.
All right. But what happens when you put a negative in front of it? Let's do that right now. If I put y equals and I put negative in front of this thing, what's it gonna do? Let's do that right now. Just put the little minus sign.
Oh no.
So clear, put little minus sign, this one here, negative x squared. What does it do? Does it flip it?
Yes, it flips it upside down.
Yeah, exactly. It just flips it upside down. So it goes this way. So originally it goes this way. You put that negative right there, this graph's gonna go push, it's gonna be like that, flipped. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Back to that. Okay, so now let's go back to my math lab stuff again. All right. So here's the original graph. Right there, right? So now this one, letter C, it says, what happens when you put a negative in front of the function? See the negative f of x right here? Well,
Yes.
negative is going to flip it upside down, right? So this graph right here is going to get what? It's going to go flip upside down. Boom. So if it's going down, now it's going to go up. So when I did that, let me just go back to this one here. I said, you know what? Is this going to go flip upside down? So this is what happened. Because originally, that's what it is. But now it's going to go flip the whole thing upside down like that. That makes sense. Just turn it around like that. Boom. Became this one. For mine, it was letter C. Okay. That's what I got. From this one, I ended up with letter C. Because it gets it's not down anymore. Now it's going up. So we didn't up. All right. Now the other one. Let me do one like this one here. Okay, hang on. Let me go back to this one. Okay. All right. Also, number 11. We did y equals x squared. So now, what happens when you do this to this thing? What happens when you go x plus 2 squared? And then you go minus 4. Okay, before I even draw this thing, let me tell you what's going to happen. It's going to do the opposite of this. So it's going to be negative 2 to the left. Okay, because of this right here is going to go left, negative 2. Then it's going to go down negative 4 spaces. Okay, so this is going to go, it's going to go left and down spaces. But let me put it in the machine. Okay, put it in your machine. Clear. X plus 2 squared, parentheses, x
Ooh.
2 squared. You get that far?
I just got one straight line. I messed up.
No. Put it
I
like
try
this.
to-
Yeah,
Try
put
to
it
work
on-
ahead.
Put it like this.
I tried working ahead.
That's all right. Just do it again. See what you get.
Oh yeah, I moved to the left and it goes up.
Yeah. So now you have now to the left, you said? Yeah, it's gonna go left. And then minus 4 on the outside, like this.
Ooh, I didn't put -4.
Put the big minus 1 right here. See right here? The yellow. Put all this together.
Oh, I can still do it. Yeah, move to the left.
Okay. So if I put it in there, hit graph. It's a graph and it's over here somewhere. Let me see. Let me put it. It's like this. And then something like that. Y'all get something like this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it went to the left over here this way. Then it also went downstairs this way. So it went left, negative 2 this way, and then down 4 spaces. Okay, so what does it do? It does the opposite was in here. So it's going to go left and right. So now, if I change this one, let me do this one here. Everything is going to be this one. If I put x minus 4 squared, okay. So this is going to the opposite is going to go Opposite of this, the opposite of -4 is +4. So it's going to 4 right. Okay, so it's going to 4 to the right. And then if I put another number here, like let's say -1, and it's going to go down, -1. So let me put that in the machine. Just put it in the machine, so what you get this one. Why? We're doing this right here. Clear. Parentheses. X minus 4 squared minus 1. Hit graph.
Now it opens up. Yep.
Yeah, it opens up and just goes a little bit below here and it goes back up. Y'all get something like this?
Yes.
So it goes right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down 1 space. All right, so now I'm going to go back to your problem here. All right, so your problem number. Okay, so there's the original graph again. And this time it says to do these things to it. It says f x plus 2 parentheses and minus 2 on the outside. Well, that inside parentheses thing, it does the opposite of this. So the plus 2 in there, you're going to do the opposite. You're going to go -2 to the left. See right here? Opposite of that, it's going to be 1 -2 to the left. And then this outside number is going to push it down for 2 spaces. So it's going to go to the left, -2, and then it's going to go down. So the original picture, let me see if I can do it this way. The original picture was, all right, so here's the original picture. Here's the original picture, and the new one, is going to go. All right, so there's the original picture. This graph's going to go left and down. So what I ended up doing was I ended up getting this picture right here. It ended up being left and down spaces. So it's right here. To the left, opposite, and down. So this graph right here, the original one, got left and down. So it went to the left and down spaces. That's why I got this one. And yours will be different when you do them because, you know, this is the way it is. Right now,
Professor Alvarez, does it make a difference that the graphs we're doing, it appears they have a domain of infinity, but the ones on this picture aren't like that?
yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Because all you're gonna do is move the graphs it's either gonna go up or down, it's gonna be left and right, or it's gonna go left and then down or right and then down. No, it doesn't matter.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so now let me go to letter, it's A, B, C, D. Let me go to letter E. Okay. All right, this one. Let's go to that one here. Hold on a second. Cover this one up. All right, let's go back to this. All right, here's the original graph again. So now what they're going to tell you is they're going to tell you this. What if it's 1/2 of the original function? Okay, so when you put the 1/2 outside, 1/3, 1/5, whenever there's a number in front of the original function, it's going to crush it down. It's going to squash it down. Instead of being this high, it's only going to be half as high. So it's going to squeeze it like this. So this graph right here, what's it going to do? It's going to get like squashed this way. Compress the graph vertically. Vertically means up and down like this. So what's going to happen to the original graph? This one, if you put 1/2, 1/3, 1/5, whatever number you put out here, if it's a fraction, it just makes the graph squash like this. See how it kind of goes more flat? That's what's going to happen. It's going to be the same graph. It's just going to get squashed like this. Okay. So whatever the graph is, if you put 1/2, 1/3, 1/5, it just gets it squashes it down. That's all. All right. That's for this right here, for the outside. If in your original function, we didn't do this one, but you just gotta remember what's gonna happen here. What happens if you replace all the x's with a negative x? What's gonna happen is gonna reflect about the y-axis. The y-axis is this thing right here. So this graph right here, what it's gonna do is gonna turn around like this on this line right here. Like this, you're just gonna rotate it this way. So it's gonna rotate around the, see the Y right here? This graph right here, the original graph, it's gonna twist around like this. So it's gonna go, the long side's over here, the short side's over here, it's gonna turn around the opposite. Now this is gonna be short side, that's gonna be long side. So you have the long side over here, short side right there. That's what it's gonna rotate. Y-axis means this right here. So if you put negative X inside your function, that's what they're gonna give you. They're gonna give you exactly like this. On your picture, you're just gonna turn it around, twist it like this, around. That's why I got this graph. Okay. I mean, this one you just gotta remember. If it's a half outside 1/3, just squash it down. If it's a negative X inside where the function is right there, just twist it around the Y. Now the last thing, the G. Okay. What if you put a number inside like 2x, 4x, 5x inside there where the x's are? Then it's gonna do not squeeze it this way. Then it's gonna squash it this way. This way. Okay. So the original graph, what's it gonna do? If it's 1/2 x outside, 1/3 x, it squashes it this way. If you have a negative x inside there, what does it do? It rotates around this right here, around the y-axis. If you put a 2x, 3x, 4x, if you replace the x's with 2x or 4x or 5x, what's it gonna do to the picture? It's gonna squash it this way, like that. It's gonna compress it. Okay, so let me go back to this thing again, okay? So the original graph for letter E says if you have what's out here, 1/2 or 1/3 or 1/10, whatever it is, this graph you're just gonna have to squash it like this. Whenever you look at the 3 pictures, the one that's kind of going squashed like this, that's the one you're gonna use. Okay, so it's like a trick. These are like trick parts. If it's a half outside 1/3, you squash it this way. If it's a negative x in there, you're gonna just turn it around, twist the whole thing around like this, like that. And the last one, the 2x inside or 3x inside or 5x inside, not a fraction, but a whole number. 7x inside, you're just gonna squeeze it this way. It's gonna go like this. So it's gonna do. These are like, I don't know. Let me go back to the beginning, I guess, okay? We'll go back to the beginning. All right. So originally we had the original graph. And I said, if you put a +3 in the outside of it means it's gonna go, the graph's gonna go up 3 spaces like this. It goes up. Now, if you put it in parentheses inside x + 4 or x + 5, whatever it is, you do the opposite. So it's gonna shift it to the left, the opposite of this. So this graph's gonna go where? To the left. If it's in the inside like this. Then I say, if you put a negative in front of the whole picture, it's gonna flip the picture upside down. So you put negative x, right here, negative in front of the function. This right here is gonna go flip upside down. It's gonna go down right there. It's gonna go this opposite, like that, upside down. This goes this way. And if you have 2 things going on, the parentheses x + 2 and a -2 on the outside, well, x + 2 inside is going to do the opposite, which is -2, it goes to the left, and -2 goes down. So it's going to go left, -2, down. So it's going to go left and down, and that's why I figured on this one here that was what I got from my original one. That one became this one here. Okay. So it's kind of like you just gotta look at them and you're gonna be able to see them, I think. And then the trick parts over here, or this, if you have 1/2 of the function, 1/2 of f of x, 1/3 of f of x, 1/5 of g of f of x, it's just gonna squash this thing down what? This way. Right? And if you have negative x in there, it's gonna flip it. It's gonna do what? Around that y-axis right here, it's gonna turn like this. Okay, and the last thing, if you put a 2x, 3x in there, what's it gonna do? Now it's gonna squash it this way. It's just kind of like, just put the thing next to you so you can see it. This way it does. Compress the graph vertically. You don't need to know what that vertically means, up and down. Compress the graph horizontally. Horizontal means this way. You squish it this way. That's all it means. These words. Reflection about the y-axis. Here's the y-axis. You reflect it. Means like a mirror. It goes around like that. Okay, a little bit, kind of. This one you can just, I don't know, it's like A, C, D, E, F. What is it? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah, there's like those answers in there.
Mr. Alvarez, is there any way you can put those pages side by side so I can do a print screen on my computer? Take
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Like like this, you mean? Like, let me see if it'll go.
Yeah, if you go to the little bit to the left, it'll fit. A little bit
Oh,
more to
if
the
I go,
left.
if I go like this, let me see, like that, maybe?
Yeah, just like that.
They fit in there? Let me get it. Right there. Geez.
And yeah, I got it. Thank you.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
Do another print screen just to make sure you got it.
Okay, right there. All right.
You got it? Yeah.
Got it.
All right. Yeah, just look at the pictures. I mean, you know what? Let me do it again. Do one more print screen because I wanna see if I can. You know what? Let me do something else. Wait a second. Let me do this. Maybe that'll get you a wider shot of it. Let me see. Yeah, I think that gets better. I think it gets more of it.
Right there. Perfect.
Right there.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Got it.
you gotta
Thank
get the whole thing and get the whole thing over here, and then you can kind of, and then you can do this. See the shifts and the things. You can use that to figure out what you got to do with it. Okay. Yeah,
Thank
that's number 11. You're just gonna say it's gonna give you a picture, and it might not look like this. It might be up, higher, lower, left or right, but it's gonna be some kind of wiggle line like that. And then you're gonna have to do all kinds of things. Go shift it up, shift it down, left and right. All kinds of different things. And then and if you get it wrong, do it again. Change the numbers. Try it again. All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. So number 4 we did, and this is number 11. So you should be okay with test number 1. You should be able. You have everything, all the examples for test number 1. So those are all there. Okay. So let me put this back away. Okay. So I have. Okay. So now, you should be able to get, the rest of these guys. Like if you only have, let's say you have an 87. Let's just pretend somebody would have an 87, but after you do number 4, number 11, you should have a 90. What do you think? You think that's possible?
you. Yeah, I had an 85.
Oh man!
Then,
And now what do you have? What do you have now?
Now I have
87?
an 88. With number 4, I have an 88.
Oh, and then you do this one, you have a 90, right?
Oh yeah.
Now there you go. Hey.
Easy 90.
And 90, and then once you get to 90, then what on Tuesday I can start doing some stuff on the test number 2. Okay, so try to finish this test number 2. Let me get my paper. Hang on a second. Wait. Don't go away yet. So what you need to do, get that 85 to 87 or 87 to a 90. And once you got a 90 in this test, don't worry about this test. This test is done.
Are you going to grade it on a bell curve?
Why? What's a bell curve? What's that mean?
Uh,
I never heard of a bell. Like
Oh.
like the dinner bell, like that.
Yeah, kind of like I thought that's an old term. I'm old school.
The old school when you have like 20 kids fail, so they say, you know what?
Yeah.
We just give everybody a C.
Yeah, or we give everybody 10 points. Or
Yeah, there you go. Let's give everybody 20 points. Now everybody has C's and ABCs. Okay, they're done. Everybody's happy now, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bell curve.
Bell curve it. Oh yeah. Okay, so you're gonna do this. You're gonna do question number 11, test number 1, and you're doing number 11. So today you should be able to look at your pictures and figure out the where it's gonna go, left, right, up, down, from there. And then on Tuesday, next Tuesday, we can start on test number 2. Okay, let me tell you about test number 2 also before I do this. Like the first, I can't remember how many. Let me hang on. Let me look at my test 2. I'm gonna tell you something real quick before I go there. looking at it right now. All right, 15. All right, so test number 2, questions 1 through 15 are old. In other words, questions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 15. Oh, we already did them. The new ones, we're gonna do, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. This right here. So 1 through 15, it's exactly the same questions as this. I just changed the numbers. So number 1, number 2, number 3, number 15 are just like from test number 1. Does that make sense? They're all problems we already did them already. Now, on test number 2, there's some new stuff. And the new stuff starts where? Right here. It starts with question number 16. So when we start test number 2, we're not going to start with question number 1. We're going to start with these. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we did number 1, we did number 2, we did number 15. So I don't want to do them again, repeat them, but I want to do whatever is brand new. The brand new ones are what? 16, 17, 18. Those are going to be all new stuff that we haven't done. See what I'm saying? So when I start test 2, like next week on Tuesday, I'm going to start with question number what? 16.
16.
And then 17, and then 18, and then we'll keep going along till we finish these. But the first 1 through 15 should be old and they should be okay. You should kind of like we did number 11 today. That's the end of it. So then that should be okay. You'll see. Just look at number today. Just look at number 11. Don't do anything else. Okay. Number 11. So you can get number 11 and get a 90 or something. Okay. It's possible, right? Yeah. See. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, of course it is. It's possible for sure. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna stop it there then. That's fine. I'm not gonna start these till Tuesday. All right. Yeah. All right, we'll
Thank
stop it.
you.
All right, thank you. See you guys later, okay?
Have a good weekend.
You have a nice weekend. I'll see you next Tuesday. All right. Work on
All
your
right,
math
sir.
lab. Test 1, man. Get it done.
Go 90.
Excuse me,
Get
sir.
90. Hey, 90 is good. Yes, that's a good number. I like that number. 70, 80, 90. Any of those
Excuse me,
are fine.
sir.
Oh yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Yes.
On the Pearson test, you know how you told us that we could like retake it if we
Yeah.
wanted to?
Sure.
It's not, I don't know how to retake it.
Oh,
Like, I
just
don't know
go,
how to like
just go,
retake it
just
on
go to
the
test
test.
number 1 again. Open test number 1,
Uh-huh.
and then when you do it, it'll have the problems that you already do. It has check marks on it. It says yes. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are done. Don't do those questions. Just do the ones that you missed. So let's say you missed number 5. Go to number 5 and say
Uh-huh.
similar question. It'll just give you a new problem, new numbers. Same kind of problem.
Oh,
okay. And then you just do that one. So if you did it right already, if you have check marks by them, don't do them. If you have an X by them, those are the ones you do. Only these. So go back to test number 1.
okay, thank you.
Go to test number 1, look at it, and then just do the ones that you missed and fix those. Okay?
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
I'll see you. Bye.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
You too. Bye.
Professor,
Yes.
it's still not letting me log into Pearson in order to do the test. It just keeps saying that
Then what did it tell you?
it's just saying that the professor has to, I guess, allow me in or something like that.
Really? It says that on it?
Yes, sir.
Who's this?
It's Joshua Martinez.
Yeah.
I had
Email
to
me. Email me. Do me another one today. Send me one
Okay.
tonight. I can look at it. Just say what you just told me. Say that, and it says that on there, and then you're in my 8 o'clock on Tuesday, Thursday, and
Okay.
just say today and today Thursday at 10:14, whatever it is. Just send me that so I can look at it. Okay.
Sounds good.
And I
Thank you.
can fix this modelo. Okay, man. Later. Thanks.